Hi guys, so good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. I was just tidying around my room and found the bag of books that my mother gave me when I was coming back from her house this summer. So I just thought I would go through these. These are going to be part of my winter read. I am actually meeting up with a friend tomorrow and we're going up to St. Vincent de Paul to see what new books have come in, because over this lockdown a lot of people have been doing a lot of reading, so we're hoping to grab some good books. So this is the bag my mother gave me. Whoops, try and find how to open it now. Yeah, this is the bag my mother gave me, so I'll just go through quick. You can tell me if there's any books in here that you think I should not waste my time reading, or if there's books that you think, oh wow, you really have to read that. Let me know, because I haven't a clue really of the books. She just had them, she's read them. Some of them she said were good, some of them she said were just meh. I did just finish reading one of the books she gave me, and her verdict was it's okay. Now, I read it and I didn't like it at all. The only good thing in its, I don't have it here beside me, the only good thing in its favour was it was written in Dublin, so I knew where it was talking about. So in that way I enjoyed the book, but other than that, no. So I've read that. That's actually going to the charity shop in the morning. So these are the books that she gave me. So I'll just start. They're in no particular order. They're in no particular preference of whether they're good or bad. So yeah. So let's get going. Excuse me, a bit of a... So this is the first book, which is Something Dangerous by Penny Vincenski, I think is how you pronounce her name. Probably not. But I actually don't know if I have read this before. It's the dazzling Layton twins, Adele and Vanetta, grow up with the world at their elegant feet. Rich, petted, admired, perfectly dressed, wonderfully styled and absolutely identical. They have a self-confidence that is close to arrogance. Despite being born into a great intellectual dynasty of the Layton publishing empire, at 18 they have managed to grow up virtually uneducated, relying only on their own charm and wit to take them through their gilded lives. The book I'm thinking of, I think was about her mother marrying into the dynasty. I think. Their mother. I'm not sure. So I'll probably start it. If I've read it, I'll know pretty quick. But that is a chunker of a book. There is 710 pages in it. So if anybody's read it, let me know. The next book is called Deadly Intent by Linda Lapate, a mistress of suspense, a superb storyteller. Breathless stuff which ranks impressively against the best of Prime Suspect. A prime suspect presumed dead, a body count that keeps rising. It won the shortlisted for the ITV3 Crime Thriller Awards. So let's see what it says about it. I don't have my glasses, they're downstairs and I'm not running downstairs, so you're just going to have to bear with me going in and out. Alexander Fitzpatrick is one of the most wanted men in the Western world. His wealth runs into millions. Handsome, charismatic, but extremely dangerous. Operating under numerous aliases, Fitzpatrick is a drug trafficker who has eluded arrest for more than 30 years. For the past decade, there have been no sightings of him anywhere. A fatal shooting in a notorious drug dealer's squat in North London, and the murder squad is gathering. The dead man is Frank Brandon, an ex-police officer. His body lies face down on the filthy floor, smartly dressed amid the squalor. D.I. Anne Travis is at the scene, trying to connect the presence of her much expected ex-colleague with such desperate surroundings. So yeah, so that sounds good. Again, let me know. The next book is by the #1 best-selling author Colette Caddell. That's it there. Okay, and what it says about this book is Dana DeLacy, best-selling romantic novelist, has the world at her feet. The words on the page flow easy. An exciting new exciting book deal beckons, and life at home in Dublin is good. But Dana's self-confidence and success depends on one person, her gorgeous, handsome husband Gus. Without him, she has no fallback, no children, no close family. When Gus leaves, she's devastated. The words fail to come, the alcohol flows too freely, she can't sleep. And then her estranged brother Eddie arrives out of the blue to take care of her. And memories that she's been kept buried for many years start to rise to the surface. Sounds good. What's this, lad? Okay, this is probably my mother's idea of fun. This is the book here. It's by Carmen Reid and it's called How Not to Shop. Her passion is fashion, but she's on a budget. Personal shopper Annie Valentine is about to hit the big time, presenting a glamorous TV makeover series. But too late, Annie discovers it's a TV on a shoestring. They're paying her buttons and her budget is zip. Can she make do with Primark when all she wants is Prada? That sounds good. Maybe my mother's subtly trying to tell me something. Who knows? Right. Next book is by Erica James, from the bestseller author of It's the Little Things. Never heard of that. It's a nice pretty cover. Clayton Miller's life is a mess. Her career is one of the country's best comedy scripts written. Hang on. We'll try that one again. Clayton Miller's life is a mess. His career as one of the country's best comedy scriptwriters has stalled, and his long-term girlfriend has left him for his ex-best friend and ex-writing partner. Just when he thinks his life couldn't get any worse, he commits a spectacular public fall from grace, and with the press hounding him, his agents banish him to the middle of nowhere until the dust settles. At a remote country house, he meets Alice. Alice Shoemaker is a voiceover artist who habitually goes to great lengths to avoid telling the truth. After agreeing to help out a friend by shopping and clearing up for the unknown man staying at the Cuckoos House, she soon becomes suspicious that her strange and obnoxiously rude client has something to hide. But equally, so does she. As they discover the truth about each other, an unlikely friendship is formed and secrets are revealed, until Alice discovers the worst kind of betrayal. The Queen of New Beginnings shows Sunday Times bestseller Erica James at her very best. A deliciously compelling novel that will captivate readers everywhere. Sounds interesting? Okay, we'll keep going. What's this? Oh, this is a new book. It actually, I know, did man buy that in the shop? She could have bought that in Eason's. I don't think she got it in the second-hand shop. Most of my mum's books comes from second-hand shops, but I think this we bought because it's only it's a new book. It's called The Liberation of Bridget Dunn by Patricia Scallon, who is an Irish author. So that's it there. When four feisty women from the same family get together at a family reunion, anything can happen. Marie Claire is reeling from heartbreak. She travels from Toronto home to Ireland to the House of the Four Winds for her great aunt, Reverend Mother Bridget's 80th birthday celebrations, all the while determined to teach her ex a lesson he will never forget. This party will be a long-awaited reunion for 3 generations of family, bringing together her mother, Keelan, and her grandmother, Amelia, who have never quite got along. And then all hell breaks loose. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. Bitter, jealous Amelia makes a shocking revelation that forces them all to confront their past, admit their mistakes, and face the truths and lies that have shaped their lives. It's never too late to make amends, or is it? Spanning generations and covering systematic shifts in the lives of women, The Liberation of Bridget Dunn is a compelling, thought-provoking, resident and highly emotional novel from a tantalising author in women's fiction. I do like Patricia Scallon as a writer, so that does sound intriguing. Now, what is the next one? Is Nora Roberts' High Noon. I do have to look and see, because sometimes they're written on the back. It's just a picture of Nora Roberts, and that's the cover. I know Mum picked this up in her second-hand shop. Oh, and she put it in the sleeve upside down. That's good. Okay. So that's it. High Noon, Nora Roberts. So what's it say about this? The phenomenal #1 New York Times best-selling author is back with a spine-tingling novel about a woman who walks fearlessly into danger. Woohoo! And must be drawn on her courage to let love into her life. I'm sorry, that just sounds so namby-pamby. Police Lieutenant Phoebe McNamara found her calling at an early age. When a violently unstable man broke into her family home, trapping and terrorising them for hours. Now she's Savannah's top hostage negotiator, who puts her life on the line every day to defuse power keg situations. Phoebe knows when to reach out and when to pull back, when to jump in and take action, even if it means risking everything. It's satisfying work. It's exactly that heady combination of steely courage and sensitivity that first attracts Duncan Swift to Phoebe. After watching him talk one of his employees off the ledge, he is committed to helping this intuitive, take-charge woman in his life. Phoebe is used to working solo, but she's finding that no amount of negotiation can keep Duncan at arm's length. When she's grabbed by a man who throws a hood over her head and brutally assaults her in her own home, Phoebe can't. Goes to the very back. Phoebe can't help being deeply shaken, and when threatening messages appear on her doorstep, she's not just alarmed but frustrated. How do you go face to face with an opponent who refuses to look you in the eye? Now, with Duncan backing up her every step of the way, she must establish contact with the faceless tormentor who is determined to make her a hostage of fear before she becomes the final showdown. To me, that was a lot of fluff. Sorry, the cover keeps falling off. And I stumbled over my words, and I do apologise. So I don't know what ones to start with. These are the books my mum gave me. Now, she did say if you've read them or you've no interest in reading them, just give them into the charity shop. So I don't know what one to start with. If you have any recommendations, if any of you have read any of the books and you thought they were absolutely brilliant or they were good, will you let me know? Because there's sort of a bit of a mixed bag there. There's your romantic and your fluffy ones, and then there's like crime. So yeah, I'm not sure which ones to read and which ones not. You know, I don't read most of them, but which ones to start with. So if you can let me know, and then we'll work from there, and I'll let you know what I think of them as I read them. So tomorrow I'm going out to St. Vincent de Paul's second-hand shop, get the end of my winter books. So, because in Ireland the winter's long, let's make no delusion about that. I mean, it gets dark 4:30 of an evening, and I don't watch a lot of telly. I like to be able to come up or come up here and read, or sit downstairs in front of the fire and read. I prefer that over watching telly. I usually only catch the 9 o'clock news and then switch off the telly and read for an hour, and that's my way of a bit of self-care, a bit of let's unwind, let's, your time, take your time, read a book. Some days I come up to bed and I read a page, other days I come up and read 10 chapters. It all depends, but it's my time and it's my moment, and I enjoy reading. So let me know, as I said, or do you know what to do actually, you could do as well, you could let me know if there's any books out there that I should be keeping an eye out for, that if I can get is worth reading, because I'm forever running up and down to the charity shop because they've so many books. If I get a chance, I'll try and record some tomorrow. They've walls of books, and trying to pick out good ones, and try and, mind you, they're so cheap it doesn't matter if you buy them and have to return them. But yeah, so let me know. Thanks for watching and listening to my ramblings about the books. If you wouldn't mind, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I will talk to you in my next video.